Today we start with Organic Chemistry of BSc Part 1. The chapter is Covalent Bond and the topic is hybridization. Although there are 0, 1 and 2 unpaired electrons in the ground state of beryllium, boron and carbon, in most of their respective compounds, beryllium is always bivalent, boron is always divalent and carbon is always tetracovalent. Since the number of bonds formed by any element atom should be equal to the number of unpaired electrons on that atom, it means that the element atom considered here, for example, beryllium, boron and carbon, should first attain the excited state in which the requisite number of unpaired electrons. So if we consider the beryllium atom, then in the ground state, the electronic configuration of beryllium atom is 1s2, 2s2, having 0 unpaired electrons. For beryllium atom to have 2 unpaired electrons, one electron from the 2s orbital will have to be promoted to the one empty orbital of the 2p orbital, or that is 2px orbital. So now in the excited state, the beryllium atom has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s1, 2p1, giving rise to 2 unpaired electrons. For boron, the electronic configuration in the ground state is 1s2, 2s2, p1, giving 1 unpaired electron. For boron atom to have 3 unpaired electrons, the 1 electron of 2s orbital has to be promoted to the empty orbital of the 2p set. Thus, the excited boron atom has electronic configuration as 1s2, 2s1 and 2p2, in all having 3 unpaired electrons. If we consider the carbon atom, then the carbon atom in the ground state has electronic configuration as 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, having 2 unpaired electrons. Now for the carbon atom to have 4 number of unpaired electrons, one electron from the 2s orbital will have to be promoted to the empty orbital of the 2p set. Thus, the excited carbon atom will have the electronic configuration as 1s2, 2s1 and 2p3. Thus, there are 4 unpaired electrons. And now we know that the unpaired electrons are all in different types of orbitals having different energies. That is, for beryllium, 2 out of 2 unpaired electrons, 1 unpaired electron is in 2s orbital and 1 is in 2px orbital. For boron, out of 3 unpaired electrons, 1 is in 2s orbital and 2 are in 2px, 2py orbitals. For carbon, out of 4 unpaired electrons, 1 unpaired electron is in 2s orbital and 3 unpaired electrons are in 2px, 2py and 2pz orbitals. As it is known that the bonds formed by the p orbitals are stronger than the bonds formed by the s orbital, that is, p bonds are stronger than the s bonds. This means that for beryllium, 1 out of 2 bonds, for boron, 1 out of 3 bonds, and for carbon, 1 out of 4 bonds will be weaker as compared to the other bonds. But we know that all the bonds of the beryllium, boron and carbon compounds are equivalent in strength. Thus, then, if we consider the geometry of the s and p orbitals, taking example of CH4, that is, one carbon atom is combining with 4 hydrogen atoms. For convenience sake, we have numbered them, these 4 hydrogen atoms, as H1, H2, H3, H4. Now, it is seen that H1, H2 and H3, they form bonds by overlapping of px, py, pz orbitals with oneness of hydrogen, whereas the 4th hydrogen atom H4 forms a bond by overlapping of 2s orbital of carbon with 1s orbital of hydrogen. Now if we consider the angles between all these hydrogen atoms, we see that the angle between H1 H2 is equal to the angle between H2 H3 is equal to the angle between H1 H3 is equal to 90 degree. That is, angle between H1 H2 is 90 degree, angle between H2 H3 is 90 degree and angle between H1 H3 is 90 degree. Now if we consider the 4th hydrogen atom, we see that the angle between H1 H4 is equal to the angle between H2 H4 is equal to the angle between H3 H4, that is, all these angles are of 125 degree. So CH4 has two sets of angles, 90 degree and 125 degree, but experimental it is proved that is such a not a case, and CH4 forms a regular tetrahedron structure with all the bond angles equal to 109 degree. To solve this problem, Pauling mixed the wave functions of the orbitals involved in bonding and got new wave functions or new orbitals formed by mixing of the atomic orbitals. These new orbitals formed by the mixing of the atomic orbitals were termed as hybrid orbitals, and the process was termed as hybridization. Now we consider the rules of the hybridization of the atoms. We consider that orbitals of the atoms mix to give rise to as many hybrid orbitals as many atomic orbitals combined. That is, if 2 atomic orbitals combines, then 2 hybrid orbitals are formed. 3 atomic orbitals combine to give 3 hybrid orbitals, and 4 atomic orbitals combine to give 4 hybrid orbitals. The energy of the combining orbitals should be comparable. Lesser the energy difference, more stable are the hybrid orbitals. Hybridization depends on the chemical environment and coordination number of the central atom. That is, for any atom, the hybridization state is not fixed. If we consider the carbon atom, then we see that it has no fixed hybridization. If we consider 3 compounds of carbon, that is acetylene, ethene and ethane, then we see that in acetylene, carbon is in sp hybrid state. In ethene, carbon is in sp2 hybrid state, and in ethane, carbon is in sp3 hybrid state. In hybridization, mixing of orbitals takes place and not of electrons. Therefore, empty orbitals, half-filled orbitals or fully filled orbitals, they all can take part in hybridization. If we consider the significance of this, then we see that those empty orbitals combining to form orbitals, they work as coordinate bond and they are as acceptors. Fully filled orbitals form coordinate type of bonds and they act as donors. Half-filled orbitals form pure covalent bonds by sharing of electrons. Hybrid orbitals repel each other and they keep as far away from each other as possible. And if we consider the degree of repulsion between them, then it is seen that the degree of repulsion between lone pair is higher than between lone pair and bond pair, which is still further higher than between bond pair and bond pair. When hybrid orbitals form out of sp or pp orbitals, then it is seen that the hybrid orbital form has one lobe smaller than the other lobe. The probability of forming bond is more in the direction of the larger lobe of the orbital. Hybridization is an imaginary concept and is developed to explain the experimental facts. In order to differentiate between the different hybridization types for a particular hybridization, all the atomic orbitals along with their type and a number participating in the hybridization are written. For example, if one s and one p atomic orbitals combine to give 2 hybrid orbitals, then both these 2 hybrid orbitals are written as sp-sp hybrid orbital. If one s and 2p atomic orbitals combine to give 3 hybrid orbitals, then all these 3 hybrid orbitals are written as sp2, sp2, sp2 hybrid orbitals. Likewise, if one s and 3p orbitals combine to give 4 hybrid orbitals, then all these 4 hybrid orbitals are written as sp3, 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 sp3 hybrid orbitals. If we consider the types of hybridization, then we see that in organic compounds there are mainly 3 types of hybridization: sp3, sp2 and sp hybridization state. If we consider first the sp3 hybridization, in this hybridization 1s and 3p orbitals redistribute their energy and form 4 new sp3 hybrid orbitals of same energy and same shape. These 4 hybrid orbitals are directed towards the 4 corners of a regular tetrahedron. Hence, molecules having sp3 type of hybridization generally form tetrahedral shaped structure. So if we consider, then we see that this 1s electron and these 1, 2, 3p orbitals form 1, 2, 3, 4 sp3 type of hybrid orbitals directed towards the regular tetrahedron corners. If we consider the block, this is 1s orbital and these are 1 px, py, pz orbital forming 1, 2, 3, 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. Example: CH4, C2H6, CCl4. If we consider the molecular diagram of CH molecule, then we see that in CH4 carbon atom is in sp3 hybrid state, and each of the 4 sp3 hybrid orbital, this sp3 hybrid orbital 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 sp3 hybrid orbital overlap with the 1s orbital of 4 hydrogen atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4 1s orbital of 4 hydrogen atoms, and form 4 bonds, sp3s sigma bond, having a regular tetrahedral structure having HCH bond angle 109.28. In this, all the CH bonds are equivalent. If we consider sp2 hybridization, in this hybridization 1s and 2p orbitals px and py overlap, redistribution of energy takes place and new hybrid orbitals are formed having same shape and same energy, and they form triangular geometry. The 3 sp2 orbitals lie in a plane and are directed towards 3 corners of an equilateral triangle. Therefore, sp2 hybridization is known as trigonal hybridization. This is 1s orbital and this is 1 p orbital and this is the second p orbital. This 1s orbital combines with these 2s or p orbital, giving rise to 3 sp2 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 hybrid orbitals. Example: C2H4, C2H6. If we consider the molecular orbital diagram of methane molecule, in C2H4 both carbon atoms are in the state of sp2 hybridization. Thus, each carbon atom has 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals lying in a plane and directed towards the 3 corners of the equilateral triangle, and one unhybridized orbital is perpendicular to the plane. Now, one of the 3 sp2 hybrid orbital overlaps with each other atom, that is, one sp2 hybrid orbital of one carbon atom overlaps mutually with the one sp2 hybrid orbital of the second carbon atom, and the remaining two sp2 hybrid orbitals, this one sp2 hybrid orbital and the second orbital overlaps with one s of two hydrogen atom, and the remaining two sp2 hybrid orbitals combine with these two hydrogen atoms, and the two unhybridized orbitals, one on this C1 carbon atom, second unhybridized orbital on this carbon atom, overlap sideways to give rise to pi bond. If we consider in this, then we see that this sigma bond is formed by the overlap of sp2 of C1 with overlap of sp2 of C2, and this sigma bond are formed by the overlap of sp2 of carbon with 1s of hydrogen. The same thing is here, and this pi bond is formed by the overlapping of the unhybridized orbital on both the carbon atoms. They overlap sideways to form a pi bond. If we consider sp hybridization, in this hybridization, one s orbital overlaps with one p orbital and redistribution of energy takes place. Two new hybrid orbitals are formed having same energy and same shape. These two hybrid orbitals are inclined to each other at an angle of 180 degree. Therefore, this hybridization is known as linear hybridization. If we consider this 1s orbital and this 1p orbital overlap to give 2 sp2 hybrid orbital. If we consider C2H2 example, then we see that one sp orbital of each carbon overlaps with each other, forming a sigma bond C1C2, and the second sp orbital of each carbon overlaps with 1s orbital of the hydrogen atom, sps, sigma bond between C and H. As the sp orbital of the carbon atom lie along a straight line and overlapping takes place along the internuclear axis, therefore all the 4 atoms, that is 2 carbon atom and 2 hydrogen atoms of C2H4 lie along the C2H2. 2 carbon atoms and 2 hydrogen atoms of the C2H2 lie along the same straight line. Thus, C2H2 is a linear molecule. Each carbon has 2 unhybridized 2px and 2py orbitals, which are perpendicular to each other and also to the plane of carbon and hydrogen atom. They overlap sideways to form 2 pi bonds. If we consider the hybrid state of carbon atoms in organic chemistry by the number of bonds we see and the type of bonds, then we see that if carbon atom is attached with 4 sigma bonds, then it is in sp3 hybrid state. If carbon atom is attached with 3 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond, then it is in sp2 hybrid state. And if the carbon atom is attached with 2 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds, then it is said to be in sp hybrid state. So, single bond is 1 sigma bond, double bond is 1 sigma bond and 1 pi bond, and triple bond is 1 sigma bond and 2 pi bond. Thank you. This is for all today.